Phum had always thought of Sukhumvit as a place of contradictions. The district was alive with neon lights, rooftop bars, and luxury malls, yet tucked between its gleaming towers were narrow sois where street vendors grilled skewers at dawn and old temples stood quietly, untouched by the rush of modernity. He had lived here for years, long enough to know the rhythms, the morning rush of office workers, the late-night hum of traffic, the way the air smelled faintly of jasmine and exhaust. His condo was comfortable, modern, and neat. It had everything he needed, air conditioning, a small balcony, a kitchen just big enough for one. But it wasn't enough to quiet the ache he carried. At 26, Phum had built stability, but not companionship. He was asexual, a truth he had accepted years ago, though explaining it to others was never easy. Most people thought he was shy, or saving himself for marriage, or simply confused. But he knew himself well. He didn't want sex. He wanted romance, hand-holding, shared meals, whispered secrets, the warmth of being chosen. Every attempt at dating had ended the same way: confusion, rejection, or dismissal. Dating apps were exhausting. Profiles blurred together, conversations began with promise but ended with disappointment. "So you don't want sex at all?" they would ask, puzzled. "Then what's the point?" Phum would try to explain, but the words never seemed enough. He wanted love, but not the kind they imagined. Still, he kept searching. He believed in love, even if it seemed elusive. When his best friend Niren moved into the same condo building after a painful breakup, Phum felt relief. Niren was raw, wounded, but Phum knew he would heal. They had always been close, their friendship built on honesty and shared laughter. Having Niren nearby made the condo feel less lonely. Phum tried to be a steady presence for him. He dropped by with snacks, told stories, listened when Niren needed to talk. He knew heartbreak well, though his own was quieter, less dramatic. His pain came not from losing someone, but from never being fully accepted. It was this longing that led him to join a local community group in Sukhumvit. The group met in a small art studio tucked above a bookstore, its walls lined with canvases and shelves of paint. It wasn't a dating group, but a space for people to share hobbies and companionship. Phum thought maybe, just maybe, he could find connection there. The studio smelled of turpentine and paper. Light streamed through tall windows, illuminating easels and jars of brushes. People gathered in small clusters, chatting, sketching, painting. Phum felt nervous, out of place, but he reminded himself that he wasn't here to impress anyone. He was here to belong. That was where he met Ananda. Ananda was 27, a freelance illustrator and part-time art teacher. He was gentle, thoughtful, with a quiet charm that drew people in. He noticed small details, the way someone held a brush, the way they hesitated before speaking, and made them feel seen. He wasn't flashy like Korn, Niren's neighbor, but he had a warmth that lingered. Phum first noticed him during a watercolor session. Ananda moved through the room, offering tips, his voice calm and encouraging. When he reached Phum's table, he smiled. "You have a steady hand," he said. "That's good for watercolor. It's about patience." Phum felt a flicker of something, recognition, perhaps. They began to talk, first about art, then about life. After the session, they walked together through Sukhumvit's crowded streets, sipping iced tea from a vendor. Conversation flowed easily, unforced. Over the next few weeks, their bond grew. They met after group sessions, shared meals at street stalls, wandered through Bangkok's art districts. Ananda was upfront about his own boundaries. He had struggled in past relationships, pressured by expectations of sex that made him uncomfortable. "I want love," he admitted one evening, "but not the kind people expect. I want companionship, affection, someone who understands." Phum's heart raced. "That's what I want too," he said quietly. For the first time, he felt understood. Listen to the full story on blstoriesland.